6th of June, tour around the garden so you can see how it's progressing. I thought I'd do this first though, just so that we get a once around the garden of everything that's going on. So I think for a change I shall start up this way. You may be able to hear the birds, and the church bells have just started ringing out. So potatoes, the earlies are coming on over there, and those are the main crop here, so they're not quite as well developed. The rhubarb is going extremely mad. I had to put down slug and snail pellets, because as you can see they were just absolutely noshing through the artichokes, and I'm glad to see there's a couple of little bodies in there, which is quite good to see. Another one of John's vines there. The other ones are doing quite well around here. That's a little copper beech that came from Redlands. We've decided that this is the nicest place to sit of an evening. Eventually this is where our summer house will be, Dream on Tessa. But at the moment we've got a couple of chairs, nice to sit there as the sun's going down. Potatoes in bags. We've got rid of all the compost in the middle bin, and John started filling it with grass. Greenhouse. Some of the tomatoes are doing very well. The ones at the end I didn't plant them till a bit later. That's a couple of aubergine. Not really doing that well, to be honest, but we'll see how they get on. A couple more tomatoes, a few more chillies, and some different types of basil. Best one really is this one actually. It's a loco from last year. Ones we grew last year. So I planted out all the squashes yesterday. Finally, they're beginning to upset me. A reasonable amount coming through on the asparagus. I tried to unearth some of the garlic, having realised it's supposed to look like onions. That one there is a water pumpkin, and that one here is a butternut squash that I put in yesterday. The water pumpkin's been in a while. Broad beans, got some coming through. You can see them in there. Mange 2's really shot up. I think this is getting about time we might be able to start actually harvesting some of the chard. Beetroot. This bed's doing very well now. It's kind of the salad bed with tomatoes and lettuces. Some of the salad I started off in February, which is really quite extraordinary. It's only just actually tasting nice. And I planted a few radishes down there. These are the squashes I put out. So that's a spaghetti squash that I grew from a spaghetti squash we bought. And then we've got a couple of squashes and some courgettes. These ones here I planted out before we went to Wales about 3 weeks ago, and they're literally only just starting to get off the ground. Parsnips, carrots, one more row of parsnips, and you'll see this rather ingenious idea John had of putting packing bubble wrap around the beds in the hopes of stopping the squirrel getting in there. This is all going to be a rather marvellous patch of thistles with one small sunflower. The vines are just beginning to actually sprout properly. You can see them along there. I've been trying to fight off the aphids off the roses as well. The brassicas doing okay. Brussels sprouts this end, broccoli at that end. As you see, I'm afraid I've planted them too close to the edge there, so I'm going to have to go around on the inside with some fleece to protect them from the cabbage whites laying their eggs on there. The strawberries are looking fantastic. I just hope we get a good selection of strawberries, and I think you should be admiring the strawberry cage. John built that himself. Very impressed. In fact, John built all these amazing edifices. Brassica cage, strawberry cage, bean support, and then all the supports over there as well. Pretty cool. Beans are, again, only just starting to really do something. You must remember and put the edifice up and plant the beans next to it next time rather than vice versa. Actually, we did do it that way around. They just planted them a bit farther away than they should have been. Sweet corn, lots of self-seeded nasturtiums. There's a couple of sunflowers coming up. I put a patty pan squash there because they did really well last year, and I had a bit of space. There's quite a lot of little self-seeded tomatoes coming up there. I figured I'd just leave them and see what happens. You might notice there's no sunflower, sundial or bird bath there. John spent 2 weekends ago, he spent all day taking out about a ton of rubble from there and taking it to the tip. I don't think we've got very many apples this year. He put in some little bedding plants. I can't remember what the little blue jobbies are, but the other ones are primula, I think. That's actually been flowering almost non-stop since we got it. A couple of cucumbers in there, again taking them a bit of a long time to do anything. Tomatoes, and some more tomatoes here. And that's about it really. A few more bedding plants. Those are doing very well, and I planted some herbs in here as well. So we've got some hyssop there, chives, coriander. They've been there a while, and I planted some more flat leaf parsley next to the stuff I tipped out earlier on, which seems to be doing all right. And there we have it. That's the trip round the garden today, 6th of June 2016. And of course there's a chimenea which we bought on Saturday to replace the one that Derek killed.